Hey, today guys, we got a couple of zombie pops that I'm going to go over, and I am somehow still finding your New York Con pops laying around here and there, which is just absolutely insane, because this time last year, you would not be able to walk in a store and still find a Comic-Con pop still sitting on the shelf from San Diego or New York. When I say Comic-Con, right, I mean like the major ones, not your little off-brand ones here and there that the pops tend to lay around a little while, like your Emerald City, your San Diego, your New York. You would not still find these guys laying around in the stores, but for some reason I am still finding them in abundance laying around the stores. Hey, I'm not complaining, because I thought I had missed out on a lot that I simply did not miss out on. It's just strange that they're still staying in the stores. But before we get into that, I got a pumpkin that I'm going to get carved real quick, take over to my local dentist's office, just something I do every year. It's lots of fun. Let's get that carved real quick, and then we'll get these pops open.
Perfect.
Carving those pumpkins is so much fun. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. My name is Wayne, and this is Wayneko. Now, carving those pumpkins is just a whole lot of fun. I mean, it took me, I think it was not last year, but maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, I was watching Halloween Wars, and I just decided to try and give it a shot and see if I could get those guys carved out. It's a lot of fun. Now, I accidentally tried to shove a paring knife through my finger, and I think that you've seen the earlier videos where I've got the band-aid on it, and I kind of paused it and let you guys know. Look, I honestly think that I took the paring knife to my bone, which was kind of funny because I don't think that I've ever honestly done that before, but it just kind of hurt a little bit different, right? I am somehow still finding these Comic-Con pops laying around in stores, and like I said a second ago, don't think that I'm complaining, because I'm not complaining for 1 second that I'm still finding these guys laying around in the stores. So today I'm going to have Beetlejuice, I'm going to have Zombie Bart, and I'm going to have Zombie Kenny like I promised. We're going to have some zombies, but they're not going to quite be your Marvels, right? I mean, they're going to be a little different. I picked these guys up at Hot Topic. I was super excited that they were there. This guy I picked up from ThinkGeek. Now, my local ThinkGeek probably has hundreds of these things just still laying around, which to me is crazy. They got the Miles, they've got the 10-inch, they got everything that you would have seen at GameStop. But you know, ThinkGeek and GameStop are kind of the same thing. So what I'm starting to think happened is, instead of sending them to GameStop, they sent them all to ThinkGeek, which to me is just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. He's number 1010 out of the group. They show 4 of these guys on the back. His box looks just like the rest of them. Nothing really has changed on the box. Y'all don't really know that I am really excited that I got my hands on this guy, because I thought I had missed this one. He's only going to be my second Beetlejuice out of the collection. I'm thinking that this one may be the best Beetlejuice that I've ever seen. And now that's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that this is going to be the best one that I've ever seen, even over the carousel video that I just did not too long ago. Now, I just did a video explaining that I think that was the most epic until they made this one in the con, right? Now, getting this guy out of the box, he has the whole book, and it's the recently deceased. You know, it's the guide for the recently deceased. He's supposed to be a glow. We're gonna kill the lights and see how he glows. Let's take a closer look at this guy. Guys, this is a really cool pop. I love how they gave him the stubble on his side here. I mean, he has the stubble going all the way around. His hands, though, look kind of out of place. They almost look a little too transparent to be on him. I wanted to say white, but it's not white. They are almost transparent, so they almost just feel like they're out of place just a little compared to the rest of him, right? They don't seem to match up with it, you know what I'm saying. They did get the ring, however, painted, which is kind of odd because it really looks like they just left the paint off of his hands. The jacket looks like it's painted really well. It almost looks like there was supposed to be some different colors in the buttons here that I don't see though. The fact that they got this little sticker on this book is really cool, and I'm hoping that you can see that. Oh, look at that, the camera grabbed it. So look, they did a really good job with this pop. Now let's get the lights killed and see what this guy looks like. Okay, so even the glow on this guy is pretty nice. I mean, he's even got a really nice glow to him. Now I just stuck him up to the light for a quick second, but I'm sure if you had him under a good light for a long time, this guy would really get some good glow at him. He doesn't have a stand, which you know how I feel about the stand, so I'm not complaining that he's not on a stand. Looks like he stands really well. So I think that this was a huge success when it came down to what they did with this pop. And I'm going to move right on into the Bart. So Bart here is a really awesome pop. Now he is from the Treehouse of Horrors. I started trying to collect all of the Treehouse of Horrors. It was something that I was trying to do, and then it kind of got away from me, and I'm just not going to be a completionist on this set anymore. Now I think that it kind of got away with me in probably wave 2 because they have made so many of these guys that it just kind of slipped away from me. So now I'm just going to grab the ones that I like. Like I didn't grab the Bart is the werewolf, even though I could have picked him up the same time I got this guy. I just simply didn't, and I'm okay with the fact that I didn't, right? Sometimes you have to pick and choose your battles when it comes to Funko. He is going to be number 1027 out of the group. Now I say 1027, that's 1027 out of the group is what he's going to be. They show 7 of these guys on the back of this box. We all know that there's way more than 7. I mean, and I'll show you the back of the box real quick in case you're wanting to know what 7 it is. And they actually have the Homer on here, and just recently they did the variants with the glow Homer in the Jack in the Box. We all know that there's a lot more than 7 of them, right? I mean, Funko shows that there's 7 on the back, and sometimes I question why they even like show how many of them's on the back. I mean, because there's always a whole lot more than what they actually have on the back of that. So I don't know if that's just supposed to be a general guide, and then they kind of like, I don't really know. Let's take a closer look at this guy. Now I've been in the whole like zombie craze lately with the Marvel zombies and just picking up the different zombie pops. So it wasn't any surprise to me that I was going to pick up these zombie pops as well. They did a really cool job with this guy. I mean, like, it looks like they tried to peel him all the way back to his skull, you know, because his skull would be a little different shape because, well, I mean, it's Bart Simpson, right? They did a really good job with the eyes, even though I can tell that they had a little mess up right here. And I don't know if they're supposed to have that green under both of the eyes or if it was just supposed to be under that one eye, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe it should have been under both eyes. I don't see any paint spillover per se, but maybe there's some just a little right in there. But we know how Funko gets with their quality control, right? They have a couple of rough patches on the skateboard itself, I was feeling while I was messing with him. So there's some down here at the bottom. And there's some like over here on the side, and then they have a little blemish back here, but it's nothing to get really upset about, right? It's a really good pop other than the few little mistakes I found on this one. But just because I found mistakes on this one does not for one second mean that you're going to find mistakes on yours. So I've kind of discovered that because all of these guys are hand painted, that all of them look just a little different, right? I mean, they all just have a little bit of difference to them. So just because I found blemishes on this guy doesn't mean you're going to find blemishes on yours. He does not. Oh, you're joking. Come on. He's not going to stand. Oh, that is such a shame. So they basically made him an in the box collection only. I can't believe that what they should have did, they should have spread that skateboard out just a little bit. They should have made it just a touch bigger to give him a little bit more of a platform to stand on. Oh, he's gonna stand it for a second, I guess. All right. That's kind of what I was doing. So you can't bump the table or anything with him. He's got to like. All right, that's neither here nor there. So guys, if you have not went over and checked out my Patreon, make sure that you get over there and check out the Patreon for all the Patreon only giveaways. And then I have another tier on there that I just recently added that is just for like shout outs and recognition. So if you're wanting a shout out, or if you're wanting your page to get seen by people and you're wanting to do it in a less expensive way, go check out that tier, because that tier is almost the lowest they would absolutely let me go. So it's like a whole $1.50. The Patreon giveaway is less than a cup of coffee a month. So if that's something you're into, go check that stuff out, guys. I picked up Zombie Kenny, but I don't think that I've seen any other zombie South Park characters. If you've seen any other zombie South Park characters, how about throw a comment down below and let me know what you've seen. Have you seen maybe Cartman in a zombie, or maybe Stan in a zombie? Throw down a comment and let me know. Now they show him as number 5 out of this group, which seems really odd to me. So they have this kind of starting off at number 1. Wow, that seems crazy. So they have Butter at number 1, Cartman at number 2, you have Ike at number 3, and then Mysteron at number 4. Kenny is coming in at number 5. That seems crazy to me that they have that one started off on that number, but there must be a reason as to what they did. Maybe that these are going to be the official South Park, or maybe this is a much older one and I don't even realize it. I mean, because look, I just happened to notice them on the top shelf at the my local Hot Topic, which is not really my local Hot Topic. It's like 45 minutes away, but it's the only Hot Topic within like 45 minutes of me. I just happened to notice these guys on the top of the shelf. I don't really know when they came out with them or how long they've been out, but like I said, I have been in such a zombie craze that I just grabbed these guys. He does not come with a stand. Okay, he's going to stand really well. That's what I was kind of looking at his base to try and figure that out. Let's get a closer look at this guy. Kenny is really small when you think about like the scheme of things. He's a little bitty pop, but they did a great job with him. Right here on the inside though, like I see a little paint blemish there. I'm gonna just kind of quick look over his stitches, like I see some in there, but that goes back to that hand painted thing, right? I mean, because he's hand painted, it's not that uncommon for them to mess up. I love how they have the strings coming out. You can see the bone over here in his hand. He's missing a whole hand over here, and it's just a bone hanging out. The stitches go from the front side all the way to the back. He's got a missing piece here. I seen there it is. He's got his brains hanging out over here, which I think is a really, really awesome touch that they did, that they put the brains just hanging out over there. He does, however, have a lot of blemishes to him, and if you didn't know any better, I mean, you would leave him in the box. I see a lot of glue. I see a lot of mold imperfections. I see a lot of plastic imperfections, a lot of dings, a lot of things. Look, but I don't really know when he was made. I mean, he could be a much older one before maybe their quality control was really bad when they made this one, but look, I don't know. We know how Funko works and what Funko does, but this is a really cool pop. He does stand all on his own. I'm really disappointed in the fact that my Bart does not want to stand on his own. If you can balance him out just right, he wants to stand there, but he would never stay standing on a shelf no matter what you did. Guys, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. There is no Wayneko crew without you, and I truly appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a good one. Come on, Bart, you're killing me, man. What is wrong with you? You gotta stand up. You gotta stand up. Stand up for what you believe in, Bart. You're killing me. Have a good one.